Hi there, welcome to this video. This is Tina from TinaHeals.com, and today I'm speaking about an Aries ascendant, a Scorpio moon, and a Leo sun. Now, you have your ascendant degree in Aries, which makes it cardinal fire, ruled by Mars, Yang. You have your moon in fixed water, ruled by Mars and Pluto, and this is feminine. Dark night is the time associated with Scorpio, and moon doesn't do particularly well in Scorpio. This is a difficult placement for the moon. If you ask me, I would say that moon in Gemini is probably harder than moon in Scorpio, but the next in line is moon in Scorpio. It's really probably second most hardest placement of the moon, and this placement of the moon makes you the most intense as well. So you have an 8th house moon on top of that. 8th house is, death and rebirth and all things hidden, taxes, inheritance, other people's money. But you have a sun in Leo, and this is sun in rulership in the 5th house. This makes you a very creative person. You want the world to see your creativity, and rightfully so, because both your sun and moon are in two very creative signs of Scorpio and Leo. Leader, thorough, out and out leader. You're a thoroughbred leader is what I was about to say. Why? Because Aries is the archetype of the pioneer, the initiator, and Leo is the leader. It's the lion, the king of the jungle, ruled by the sun, the most glorious object in the solar system. And Scorpio is definitely a leader, and maybe not so outright open like Leo's sun, but definitely a thorough leader, because Scorpio moon is probably the most profound, intuitive, except the Pisces moon, one of the most profound occult energy vibing placement for the moon. You are an out and out leader. Let's just get that straight. Now, the ascendant is the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth, and the sign on which it falls is your rising sign. So now the ascendant is the Jungian mask you wear. It's how the world perceives you when you walk into a room. It is your physical body and the way you look. It's basically the sum total of who you are in 3D. And having your ascendant in Aries, when you walk into a room with your purposeful stride and the edgy look in your eyes, people can see that you are a leader, that you are here to tell it how it is. You're not going to back down. You're not afraid of eye contact. You're not afraid of the chase. You're not afraid to show your more dominant side, which you definitely show, because all these three signs are dominant. So you definitely have a very forceful, intense, and dominant side of you, okay, which you always need to keep balanced. Now, Aries, it's the newness of spring. It is when everything is fresh and ready to go into a new direction. Aries is about a change of direction. It is Mars domain. Mars is about war and strife, but it is also the masculine principle, the action principle, the I do aspect of us. Without Mars, we won't get anything done. And for you, it's very important to understand the placement of Mars in your horoscope, in your natal chart. Sorry, not horoscope, in your natal chart. So now moving on to Aries, you're definitely a doer and a go-getter, okay? Also, you are the infant of the zodiac, because it's the first sign after the 30th degree of Pisces, which is the degree of archetypalization. The soul enters Aries with the mini Big Bang, and everything begins anew. So you are and you must always remember that with infancy comes a streak of selfishness, because the infant understands self-preservation. So it's fine with to be selfish, because this is what you have to work through. This is the soul lesson of your ascendant. I mean, soul vibe of your ascendant, and you have to understand what the selfishness can do for others. Which is why probably Stephen Forrest, the eminent astrologist, said that the goal of Aries should be enlightened selfishness. Okay, yes, the sign is about me, but how do you transmute that? And after all, everything for you will be about transmutation, because you have a Scorpio moon. Now remember that Aries rules the head, so this part is very important to you. Okay, the head. And you probably emphasize that you have a lot of energy, very swift moving, fast metabolism. Even women, Aries ascendant, they like to wear their hair short. They may streak it or cut it, in a very contemporary fashion. They have the Leo aspect going. So hair, I don't know, okay, hair could be very important to you. My dog is drinking water. So now, with Aries ascendant, you have very well-defined facial features, very sharp facial features, okay, and you may lack empathy. Also prominent cheekbones, you probably like to highlight them and all of that. A difficult Mars can see you having persistent acne, migraines, ENT issues, sensitivity to gums and teeth, glosses, and all the problems related to head. Also remember, Virgo is your 6th house cusp, 6 houses of health. So what you put in your stomach is very important. Virgo rules digestion and the nervous system. So you can be careful of any nervous anxiety related complication. Okay, Virgo 6th house, what you put in your stomach, remember, can directly cause cluster headaches, migraines, and what not. Use this energy of Aries, use this tremendous impetus of Leo and Scorpio. Work out, do Pilates, do yoga, whatever works for you. Okay, now during difficult aspects of Mars, to your Mars or Moon, be careful of guns, heavy machinery, accidents, fires, road rage, driving under the influence, getting violent, getting angry. Aries ascendant, Scorpio moon, be careful of your own anger. Don't let that destroy you. Don't let ruthlessness destroy you. Okay, be intense. That's okay. Moon is your mother, your emotions, your ESP. So it's such a private part of you. And Scorpio is very private. So there's a huge private side to your being that you don't always exhibit. You're very private, even though you have a Leo sun, which can be very exhibitionist, which can be very exhibitionistic. You prefer to keep a part of you always hidden, which is okay, absolutely justified. And you may have a lot of secrets. You, with a Scorpio moon, you can be jealous, vengeful, hold a grudge forever. Be very overbearing. Now, Aries, Scorpio, Leo, very overbearing. So that's something you've got to work with. How you can balance that energy out. Exercise. I mean, I keep saying that, exercise. Now, moon in the 8th house, you could get an inheritance from your mother. Or in some cases, your mom may not have been there for you, or may have even expired. Complications with your childhood, Scorpio 8th house moon, childhood steeped in secrets, sexual trauma, be careful of that. Scorpio rules the sexual organs as well as the elimination organ. So sexual organs create, elimination organs eliminate. So do you see how Scorpio is so polarized and so dualistic? It's not about the scorpion sting, it's about the awakening of the eagle to the alchemy of the phoenix. Scorpio, Aries are both signs of death. in esoteric astrology, you die through fire in both signs. So this is powerful. This is very protective. Scorpio moons are tremendously protective, and if they love you, they're very loyal. Now Sun in rulership, Leo, 5th house, you are an artist, a creator. This is the archetype of the artist, the actor, the theater personality, the orator, the king, the archetype of the king, you know. So here you definitely have an exhibitionistic tendency. Can result in narcissism, arrogance, vanity, pride, always about me. Now don't be too bossy and too controlling. These are 3 of the most controlling signs. So don't be too controlling. Be understand how energy moves, because Scorpio moon, you're interested in the occult, and Leos are some of the greatest pursuers of illumination, because Leo is the sign of creative expression. It's when the soul, after learning about communication, emotions, now is ready to creatively express itself. Okay, so be creative, be the artist, and your father was probably a very prominent person, and you probably looked up to him. He was probably there for you. And with Leo Sun, you could be childlike, but I don't know if Scorpio moon allows you that childlike, being in touch with that inner child. Doing inner child work for you may be very good, and you have this tremendous controlling side of you that you need to balance, because at the end of the day, nothing is ever under control. Leo Sun wants to express, wants to provide illumination, just like the sun illuminates all of the solar system. The Leo Sun wants to illuminate, and you can be a teacher, you can be a psychologist, you can even be an actor. Leo's oftentimes 5th house Leo, very, very possible. You can be an actor. Okay, if you liked what you heard, subscribe, like, comment. If you don't, tell me why you don't. Visit my website for a reading, www.teenahills.com. Thank you.